and let's get someone who covers HP closely's opinion on all this. Bill Kreher is a technology analyst with Edward Jones. He joins us now from the company's headquarters in St. Louis. Bill, what is your reaction to this number of news items from this company?
Well, the company outlined a strategic plan several months ago, which highlighted the move to the cloud, software, and connectivity. And I think some people were skeptical of the pace that this may happen. They are certainly making some very bold moves today.
So what does it tell you about Leo Apotheker, a guy who seemed to be in the doghouse for so long?
Well, he had to pick up the mess after Mark Hurd left. I think it's safe to say he cut costs probably a little too much. Leo was a bit of a fall guy coming in, had to make some tough decisions. We think that the company will have a few tough quarters ahead as they right-size the business, but these are some strategic moves that I can get behind. WebOS wasn't working, so the fact that they made decisive action there, I can applaud. The fact that the PC division is waning, and that the company could, in the long run, improve both their profit profile as well as their growth prospects. We think longer term, this makes sense.
But Bill, we know that when Mark Hurd was at the helm, that he had a benefit of having that big PC business, of getting leverage in some of their other businesses from having PCs, and now they won't have that. Is that not a concern?
Well, the company's going to be the complexion will be quite a bit different. It's 30% of the company's sales, but only about 15% of the profitability. So we believe that it'll be more of a cash flow story going forward, potentially more of a total return story. They've initiated their first dividend increase in 13 years recently, and the shares are attractive, we think. We understand the uncertainty and the weak guidance, but we think it's a shot worth taking here.
Bill, what does it mean to spin off or look for someone to buy this business? I mean, what is going to happen with the PC business in your view?
Well, I don't think anything is imminent. This is going to take some time. They're going to have to explore several strategic alternatives. But let's face it, who is going to be interested in the PC business when it's very obvious the tablets are encroaching upon that and are going to be the real growth driver in personal computing over the next 4 or 5 years?
And what about thinking of this company as, you know, a software company or a services company? I mean, in your opinion, does the new HP look very similar to IBM, or does it have a lot of work ahead?
Well, there's certainly some execution risk. I think the end game is to look similar to IBM. They certainly have the potential to do so. Keep in mind that IBM's forward PE ratio is about 12 times compared to HP's today at roughly 6. I mean, depending on sort of where these earnings shake out. But I think, you know, we're from Missouri, and forgive the term, but this is a show-me story. As the company executes on this plan, we believe the stock will respond.
And very quickly, Corey Johnson told us that they've had some disappointing news in recent months about their outlook. So by making these changes, that doesn't mean necessarily that the outlook changes over the next 6 months, does it?
I'm sorry, I didn't quite catch the question.
Does the outlook for HP change because of these announcements today, or is this a company that's still for now very tied to the consumer?
Well, they do have a presence with the consumer, but they're still two-thirds enterprise. And we saw in the quarter that commercial accounts still were very strong, well, on a relative basis. But it is the consumer business that's certainly hurting the company. And the direct read-through is that people aren't buying PCs. They're delaying those purchases or picking up an iPad.
All right, Bill, thanks for giving us your perspective on all these developments with Hewlett-Packard. Bill Kreher of Edward Jones.